everyone, my name is Kit. In this video, I want to talk to you about perfectionism. In this book called Facing Codependence by Pia Mellody, I learned that most of us, due to human conditioning, social conditioning, the way we were set up, our expectations from our main caregivers, mainly our parents, our teachers, our peers, colleagues, supervisors, bosses, and anyone that we interact with, have been conditioned to believe that we need to focus on perfection. We need to get everything right. We're not allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes are forbidden. However, Pia Mellody writes in her book, focusing on perfection is dysfunctional and unhealthy. We must make mistakes in life. In order to learn, we must make mistakes. We must permit ourselves to make mistakes in order to learn and grow. Let me ask you, when was the last time you permitted yourself to make mistakes? It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes. I repeat, it is okay to make mistakes. Why? No one is perfect. Focus on perfection is dysfunctional and unhealthy for our health and overall well-being. It creates sickness. It creates anxiety. It creates fear. These are all things we do not want to deal with. We don't have to deal with when we permit ourselves to make mistakes. I want to share a story with you. In my culture, we are conditioned to think and believe that we can get things perfect on a first attempt, which we all know is impossible, unrealistic, unreasonable. However, from my interactions with people generally around Glasgow and beyond, it is not just in my culture, it is society, it's around the world. We expect someone, when they're doing something for the very first time, to get it perfect. They don't make mistakes, they don't stumble, they don't lose words, they get it right. This is highly dysfunctional, unhealthy, it's unrealistic. It's also impossible. When you're doing something for the very first time, you're never going to get it right. You are going to stumble and make mistakes. For example, the reason I'm making this video is from what happened to me last night at Toastmasters. I volunteered to be the contest chair, which is like the MC. The MC runs the meeting. They are the leader. They lead the meeting. There are a lot of details to focus on in the contest chair role. I neglected some details. I made some mistakes. I was stuck for words. I even forgot to present the trophies to our winners last night. Did I scold myself for it? No, because I permitted myself to make mistakes. I knew in advance. I don't have prior experience of this, therefore, I am going to stumble, I am going to make mistakes, I am going to forget things, and it's quite all right. Why do we scold ourselves for making mistakes when we are attempting to do something for the very first time? We don't have experience. How do we perfect it without making any mistakes? It's impossible. It is unrealistic. It is dysfunctional and unhealthy. I want to encourage you all to make mistakes, no matter if it's your first attempt, second attempt, or your 10th attempt. It's quite all right to make mistakes. Yes, it's quite all right. Permit yourself to make mistakes. Permit yourself to forget things. Permit yourself that it's not going to be perfect. Stop focusing on perfection. Instead, I want you to focus on your progress. Make consistent progress. Make mistakes. Stop focusing on perfection. I am going to repeat. Stop focus on perfection. Last night, was a considerably nervous and an anxious time for me because I wanted to get it right. However, that was my default setting due to my dysfunctional family system. I was taught that when I'm doing something for the first time, it needs to be perfect. However, that is dysfunctional. It's not my thinking. It's been passed on from my parents onto me. I knew it was not my own thinking because it was passed on to me. Therefore, I knew that I was okay to make mistakes, to stumble, to lose my words, to forget something or a few things, which is what happened last night. And my fellow Toastmasters reminded me that things need to be done here and there whenever I stumbled and got lost. That's quite all right. That's what they're to do. They are there to support and guide me because they have more experience with the contest chair role than I do. That is why they were there, to guide me. You've always got some guidance. Just ask for it. There are people around you who have done what you are attempting to do for the first time. Ask for some guidance. Ask for their advice. Ask for what is the best way to do it. Ask for information. If you get stuck, it's okay to get stuck. It's okay not to know. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to make mistakes. I hope you understand what I've covered in this video. If you have any questions or queries, or you would like more advice, help, guidance, please leave a comment and I would like to help you as much as I possibly can. Until next time,